Welcome back, everybody, to the Jacksonville Jaguars franchise here on Madden 21. As today, we've got our next taste of divisional football here in Week 6 of the NFL season against the Tennessee Titans. The Titans are only 1-3, but we cannot overlook them because every divisional game is a challenge, specifically when you're facing off against Derrick Henry, who is, in my opinion, the best running back in the NFL. Just such a dominant player, and I mean, it's going to be a rough day for our defense. Our run defense has been good this year. The Texans game, we really struggled against for run, but the other three games, we've been really good. J.K. Dobbins and Taiga Tagovailoa are back from injury. That's very big news, especially for Dobbins, but we did get a few new injuries last week to multiple starters. Sheldon Rankins broke his foot. He's out for 7 weeks. We put him on IR, and Damian Lewis broke his collarbone. He's going to be out for the next 6. So those are two pretty important starters that we are going to be losing, and we're going to need a lot of young guys to step up in their place. So coming off the bye week, we are half a game behind the Houston Texans for first place in the division. Colts at 2-3 as well in the race. They've lost their last 3 straight. The Titans are also coming off a bye week, so this is a very important game for both teams. Obviously, coming off a bye, you want to be strong. The Titans have gotten blown out in their past 2 games against the Raiders and the Eagles, so they're certainly coming out for vengeance. I think this game is especially important for Gardner Minshew. If he comes out of the bye, struggles, and we lose a 3rd straight game, there's a legit chance Koko Nwosu could replace him as the starting quarterback. Minshew entered the season on the hot seat, and, well, it's not like he's played all that well to necessarily take himself out of that hot seat. So maybe if Gardner Minshew doesn't play well here, then Koko will get his shot sooner than we think. This Titans team is certainly talented. They have Ryan Tannehill still at quarterback, who's only a 74. Regression has not been kind to him. These past 2 seasons, statistically, he's been quite good. This year, he's been all right, only 3 touchdowns, but, I mean, he hasn't been terrible, per se. He hasn't given away the ball like Gardner Minshew has. Tannehill's under contract for 2 more years, so in the fairly near future, we could see a new quarterback in Nashville. Obviously, Derrick Henry is a machine, and we're going to try to make the Titans beat us in the passing game because we have to put all our focus on Derrick Henry. Henry's actually not played all that well so far this year, only 3.3 yards per carry, but he's still one of the best in the game, so we cannot overlook, and we have to focus just on how good he's been in previous years, and hope our run defense is good again today. So without further ado, let's get right into it. Week 6 action here, both teams coming off bye weeks. Both teams on 2-game losing streaks. The Jaguars have lost their past 2 games to the Chargers and Raiders, respectively, both of which were at home against the Titans, who have lost to the Raiders and Eagles in their past 2 games. This is already Jacksonville's 4th home game of the season, so after today, they will already be halfway done their regular season games at home and still have 7 more road games to go, which is certainly crazy. So without further ado, let's get right into it. Both teams opened the game with very uneventful drives, so let's go to Tennessee's second drive here, starting with a 3 offensive lineman set on first down, okay? As Derrick Henry unsurprisingly goes backwards, Taiga Tagovailoa, the second-year linebacker out of Hawaii, brings him down. Good to have Tagovailoa back, who got hurt back in Week 1 against the Washington football team. 3rd and 12, Josh Reynolds only gets 11. Ronnie Harrison and C.J. Henderson bring him down, so there's another stop, and the Jaguars' offense now has it. Jacksonville with J.K. Dobbins, he got hurt in Week 1. He played really well in Week 1, and he is finally back. Nice juke move there by the tight end, David Njoku, to get to the 46-yard line. 3rd and 5 now, Minshew. Quick throw for the second-year receiver out of Westlake. It's Zeke Bowman to the 24. That was a risky throw by Minshew. There were 2 defenders in the area, but perfect accuracy right in the hands of Bowman. 2nd and 2, play action fake to Dobbins. Minshew now going to use his legs and will run for the first down, excitedly going out of bounds at around the 8-yard line. 3rd and goal now from the 3. Jacksonville trying to punch it in, and they will. J.K. all day Dobbins with the touchdown. It's very good to have him back. He made a very good first impression in that Washington game. Only his 2nd career appearance as a Jaguar. Let's see what he can do as Derrick Henry with a very nice run. But rookie safety Julius Williams just said, I don't want to get stiff-armed, so just run by me. And to be honest, I cannot really blame him for doing that because I wouldn't want to be stiff-armed into next week by Derrick Henry either. From the 49, back to Henry, and this time he loses a yard or so. Miles Jack brings him down. He is now in the zone. Good start today for Jack, who is having another very good season thus far. 2nd and 11, potentially the final play of the quarter. It's a strike over to A.J. Brown of a 28. And the Titans offense seems to finally get something going. Through one quarter, 7-0 Jacksonville leads. The Jaguar defense looks really good. Ryan Tannehill has not been great. Derrick Henry's been okay, but other than that one big run, he hasn't been all that special. Look at this play by Miles Jack on 2nd and 11. It looked like it was going to be a delayed handoff for Derrick Henry, but Miles Jack just got to the backfield so quick. Tannehill didn't even get the chance to hand it off. So now here is the field goal unit for the Titans. A 50-yard attempt. The kick is good. So the Tennessee Titans are now on the board. It is 7-3. Jacksonville with it now. First down. It's a strike over to David Njoku. Gardner Minshew now very nice. 69 yards on the day. Nice. 3rd and 11. It's a short throw for Dobbins, who does get the first down. And Jacksonville's offense is firing on all cylinders right now. 3rd and 10 now from the 38. A very risky throw by Gardner Minshew. It is caught by Laviska Shenault for the first down. It's been a very quiet season for Shenault. He only has 42 receiving yards entering this game. He was injured and missed pretty much all of week 1, but he has been quiet, playing better today. There's the rookie, Casey Shock, bringing it to around the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal now. Can the Jaguars punch it in? Yes, they do. DJ Chark is wide open for the score. His 2nd receiving touchdown of the season. And Jacksonville extends their lead. DJ Chark has been very good this year. Maybe not as good as he was last year, but he has still been one of the top receivers in the NFL. And now the Titans are down by 11. Let's see what they can do here on this drive. 3rd and 8. The pass is incomplete. Broken up by Rashawn Babineau and company. Now the Jaguars have a big chance to extend their lead. 4:20 to go in the first half. 4:20 blaze it as it's a screen for Laviska Shenault, who makes a nice play after the catch, bringing it from the Jacksonville 44 over to the Tennessee 44-yard line for a gain of 12. Following play, Minshew will hand it off for Phillip Lindsay, who fumbles the football, and it's picked up by the Titans. That's Adoree Jackson with the recovery. Phillip Lindsay has really struggled these past few games, but as you can see, it does look like his elbow does hit the ground before the ball comes out, so the play would be reversed. A massive break for Jacksonville. They needed that. 2nd and 4 now. Excellent blocking up ahead. It's a gain of 13 for J.K. Dobbins, bringing it to the 25. Dobbins certainly appears to be the best running back on this roster right now, although R.J. Ewell was impressive the past couple of weeks. And here's DJ Chark breaking a tackle for the touchdown, his 2nd of the game. And all of a sudden, this is kind of looking like a blowout. 21-3, Jacksonville leads. Good throw by Minshew. Excellent play after the catch by Chark as he stiff arms Kevin Byard to the ground. And now Jacksonville leads this one very comfortably. 2nd and 6, short throw for Derrick Henry, trying to do something here in the receiving game as he gets the first down, rushing out of bounds. The Titans have to get some points here before the end of the first half because this game is starting to look a little bit ugly. 2nd and 10, Titans still have all 3 timeouts. Tannehill under pressure, and he is sacked. K'Lavon Chaisson with his 2nd sack of the season. 2nd consecutive game with a sack as well. 3rd and 23, deep pass. It's caught by C.J. Henderson, but out of bounds. So the interception for Henderson does not count. Now the Jaguars have a chance to make it 28-3 before halftime. Minshew throws it away, pretty much killing off the pipe dream of being up by 4 scores before halftime as it remains 21-3. Can Jacksonville get another stop? They sure do. Bleat Fryerwood, the rookie from Manitoba, Canada, with the sack, the first of his career, and that will end the first half. Bleat Fryerwood certainly has to step up with Sheldon Rankins hurt, and Jacksonville dominantly leads this game 21-3. The Jaguars knew this was a big game, but I don't think anybody expected them to be this dominant. 21-3. Both sides of the football are clicking. Gardner Minshew has looked very solid. Defensively, the Jacksonville Jaguars look great at the moment. And they start with the ball here on offense to open up the second half. 2nd and 8. Nice throw over to DJ Chark. Big first half for Chark in which he scored 2 touchdowns. Now from the 44. Following play. Back to Chark again. Having trouble staying in bounds, but he brings it to the 24. So far, so good to open up the second half for Jacksonville. And it seems like this team has no signs of slowing down at the moment. It's going to be a jet sweep here for the rookie, Casey Shock. Shock with a juke move, and he's almost into the end zone, trying to lunge his way in. He does get it to around the 2. That would have been Shock's first NFL touchdown. I'm surprised he hasn't scored yet. 1st and goal, Phillip Lindsay will take it in himself for the touchdown. And the Jaguars extend their lead. It is now 28-3. We've seen 28-3 leads been blown before in the NFL, so the Titans are certainly not out of this game. Titans taking a slow approach to this drive, even though they're down by 25. Good third down run by Henry, but it doesn't seem like the Titans are trying to take any big plays downfield, although they are moving the ball well. 2nd and 7. It's a pass to the tight end, Jonnu Smith, who brings it to the 3-yard line. So it looks like the Titans are finally going to score on this drive. 1st and goal after a penalty on Taylor Lewan as Ryan Tannehill under pressure, and he is going to be sacked. Josh Allen going downstairs where Daddy hides the vodka. Allen with his 3rd sack on the season. And Josh Allen, who was pretty mediocre for the most part last year, seems to be playing very well thus far this year in the pass and the run game. 3rd and goal, the pass is heaved up and it's picked off. Julius Williams, the rookie out of Oregon, with his first career NFL interception. Williams' first few games in the league were a bit quiet, but these past few weeks, he's been really impressive and looks well worth that 2nd-round pick. Jacksonville now back on offense. Can they extend this lead even more? There's Laviska Shenault to the 46-yard line, his 5th catch of the game, and that'll do it for quarter number 3. Jacksonville just continuing to dominate. I think Jacksonville knew they had a chip on their shoulder, but I don't think anybody expected the Jaguars to look this good today. On in the 4th quarter, 3rd and 9. It's Bowman, the former Westlake Hornet, on the slant route down the field. Tackled at the 13-yard line by Byard. Minshew now over 300 yards, and the offense just continues to dominate. 1st and 10 now. Minshew looking for his 3rd score of the day. He won't get it on that play. Sacked by Jayon Brown for a loss of 9. 2nd and 19 now for Jacksonville. Shenault in motion as Minshew going to go for the short pass for Chark. He jukes out a pair of defenders and is into the end zone for a touchdown. 3 passing touchdowns for Minshew. All 3 have gone to DJ Chark. Certainly Chark's biggest game of the year. This is probably one of Minshew's best games of his career. I mean, he hasn't made any mistakes. He's been really good. Unfortunately, the score would remain 34-3 as Josh Lambo's extra point is wide left. That is the first kick all year that Josh Lambo's missed. He has been pretty much automatic for the most part. Actually, he's been totally automatic other than that kick. 3rd and 6, Tannehill is incomplete. The Titans do have it at the Jacksonville 25, but they are down by 31, so I'd say their chances are slim. 4th and 6, Tannehill is intercepted again. Leighton Vander Esch picks him off, and Jacksonville forces another turnover. Big play for Vander Esch, his first interception as a Jaguar, and Jacksonville gets it back with around 4.5 to go, where you imagine they'll pretty much just chew clock. R.J. Ewell getting some late snaps. He loses around 4. I wish Jacksonville gave Ewell some more touches today. Obviously, he was going to get less with J.K. Dobbins back, but I think Jacksonville needs to keep Ewell as a big part of the game plan. 3rd and 11, the pass for Corey Davis is incomplete. Davis has been shut down all day by C.J. Henderson-Island. 4th and 11, now Tannehill is intercepted again. 3 INTs for Jacksonville. This one is by Williams. Julius Williams with 2 interceptions today. A very good performance here for the rookie as he continues to really blossom thus far in the young season. Jacksonville trying to get some last-second points as J.K. Dobbins. He's actually going to stop at the 1. Going to show off that good sportsmanship. I know the J.K. Dobbins fantasy owners aren't particularly pleased, But Jacksonville won this game by 31. They don't have to rub salt in the wound. So, a very sportsmanlike act there by J.K. Dobbins, as that's how this game ends. Nothing short of dominance displayed here by the Jacksonville Jaguars. 34-3 is your final. Just an all-around rough game for the Tennessee Titans. And I think the score is a perfect indicament about how this game went. From start to finish, all 40 minutes of the game, Jacksonville was the better team. 3 touchdowns, no interceptions for Minshew. No touchdowns, 3 interceptions for Tannehill. Ryan Tannehill really was not very good. And Gardner Minshew was one of his best games of the year, which doesn't say a whole lot because he hasn't been all that good this year. But point remains, Derrick Henry was shut down. Only 53 yards on 3.7 yards per carry. Our defense was really impressive against the pass and the run. J.K. Dobbins back and better than ever. He was great. Phillip Lindsay continues to struggle, though. I mean, he's been able to find the end zone with ease, but Phillip Lindsay's just not had a good year, in my opinion. He's had a few big runs, but, I mean, we might have to give R.J. Ewell some of his snaps, and Phillip Lindsay really could continue to fall out of favor in the offense. DJ Chark, 106 yards and 3 touchdowns. He was very good. Laviska Shenault had his best game of the year, and nobody on the Titans was very impressive in the receiving game. Our defense had 3 sacks. They only had 1. Kayvon Chaisson, Josh Allen, and Bleat Fryerwood all got to the quarterback for us. It was Jayon Brown for them who got a sack. And then plenty of interceptions. 2 for Julius Williams, who has continued to be very impressive these past few games. And Leighton Vander Esch as well had an interception too. So, I mean, this defense was not good last year. And 2 of the biggest new additions, Julius Williams and Leighton Vander Esch, making huge impacts. And our defense has played quite well as of recent. So our next game is against Lamar Jackson and the Baltimore Ravens, who are 4-1. They just won the Super Bowl last year, so that'll be fun. Julius Williams, unsurprisingly, wins AFC Defensive Player of the Week. Gardner Minshew wins AFC Offensive Player of the Week. I didn't really see this coming, but, I mean, he does deserve it. Gardner Minshew was really good this week, so no complaints there. Hope everybody enjoyed the episode. Make sure to hit the like button and subscribe if you're new. And as always, have a good one. I'm out. Peace.